Hello everyone and mabuhay! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Agnes Brazell, your certified etiquette consultant. This is actually part of the series of videos that I'm going to be posting on dining etiquette skills. So for today, we're going to be talking about the place setting or the table setting. So sa mga momshies dyan, I hope you're going to share this to your children because it's always better to start them young. Okay, so inimbita ka sa isang formal dinner by your boss or by your in-laws. Now you're anxious. So there's gonna be knives and forks, and which fork am I gonna use? How shall I navigate place setting? So this is what this video is all about. Now here, I'm showing you a very elaborate table setting, which may not always be the case when you dine in for business or pleasure. So parang sinagad-sagad ko na siya because we're talking about place setting. So I might as well lay out everything. Pag may encounter kang elaborate like 5-course meal, then you would know what to do. Now actually, when you look at the place setting, you can already pick up some cues on what the courses are going to be served. For example, if you see a soup spoon, then there is going to be a soup course. If you see that small fork to your right, then there is going to be a seafood cocktail. Now, if you are going to see a fish knife, then there's going to be a fish to be served. So you sit down on the dining table, sit straight, look at the place setting, and you can pick up some cues by just looking at the utensils in front of you. Utensils, for instance, are set in the order that they will be used, from the outside in towards your service plate. Same with glassware. Glasswares are set in the order that they will be used. Okay, so let's look at the utensils once again. As I've mentioned earlier, this is a very elaborate table setting. You may not always see this when you dine at home or at a restaurant because obviously you will be given the kind of utensils that you're gonna use according to the course that you will order. Say for example, you're gonna order steak, then the waiter is going to give you a steak knife. So I'm just showing you everything because you might encounter this in the future. Now, knives are placed to your right and also spoon. So the only fork that you see to your right is actually that small fork with the 3 prongs, which is actually for seafood cocktail. And all the forks are to your left. Let's start to the right of the place setting. The small fork that sits at the bowl of the soup spoon is for the seafood cocktail, and the soup spoon tells you that there is a soup course. The next one is the knife for the fish course. Notice that the fish knife is different from the rest, and we'll talk about that when we talk about using utensils. The next knife is for the salad course. Here in the United States, they serve salad before the entree or the main course. And the last knife close to your plate is for the entree or the main course. Looking now to the left, forks are set in the order that they will be used. Fork on the outside is for the fish course. The second fork is for the salad course, and the last fork closest to the service plate is for your entree or your main course. So as you sit down, you take a look at the place setting. You can pick up some cues on how it is set. The silverware above the place setting is for dessert. You don't have to worry about it now whether it's gonna be for soup or for salad. Just leave it there until the end of the meal because those are for dessert. I will have a video on the dessert course, so by then we will be talking about how the spoon and the fork will be put in their proper place. Now, there is a secret code on the place setting, so for you to remember, so that you would know where your place setting begins and where it ends. I'm sure you've experienced attending a crowded event like weddings where you are seated in a table for 10 or 12, and there you sit beside each other, and then you have the bread to your left, you have bread to your right, and you don't know which bread is yours, and then you'll end up stealing somebody else's bread. Now, there's a code to remember. Remember about your future car or your favorite car, BMW. If you remember the letters BMW, think about superimposing B over the bread plate, M on the main course or the middle of the place setting, and W for wine or water. The other technique is the letters B and D. B stands for bread, which is to your left, and D stands for drink, which is your drink to your right. So you'll never commit a mistake again of, knowing which bread is yours and which drink is yours. So that's it for today. And next video, we're going to be talking about using utensils. And I hope you like it. And if you learned from it, please like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time there's a new video that's been posted. Feel free to share it with family and friends. And if you have questions, feel free to write down your comments below. See you in my next video and stay safe, everyone.